All right, welcome to our project. We got randomly chosen an amplitude of 3 inches, a period of 25 inches, and a phase shift 10 inches to the right. We'll explain what those mean later.
And yes, so now we're gonna go ahead and draw our x-axis by measuring 25 inches for our period. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark from 0 to 24 inches, and I will add 1 more inch, so that's like 25 inches for the period. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw the x-axis so that it's visible for us to see and easier to look at our curve when we draw.
Mazlima is now marking 3 inches north and 3 inches south of the x-axis so that we can get an amplitude of 3 for the sine curve.
We made sure our amplitude is 3 by placing the peg in the third hole, and as you progress, go up 1 hole, you go up 1 inch.
All right, now you see our sine curve starting to develop. We have an amplitude of 3 north and south of the x-axis. We have our period of 25, and now we're going to get into the hard part here. Just like Lily was previously mentioning there, you see the pin in the third slot, changing the amplitude here for us.
Now, as you can see, I'm marking off with the ruler 25 inches from the start of the sine curve. The reason I do this is so that I can divide the sine curve into 4 parts so I can pull the paper at an even rate and develop the most even curve possible.
So we spin the smaller wheel starting at 3 o'clock twice at the same rate that Everett is pulling the paper. So when we make it halfway around the circle, Everett has reached 1 out of the 4 marks. The wheel is spun starting at 3 and it is parallel to the pegs and the bigger wheel.
And we are going counterclockwise.
And now that we have all our measurements and the chart is ready, and we have put it underneath this swag machine, and our rod is placed on the third hole as the amplitude is like 3 inches, and we've marked the table. Everett has marked the table. We're gonna make sure that our chart is placed to the margin of the swag machine so it doesn't really, it doesn't move and it doesn't get loosened while we're drawing the graph, because that will ruin our amplitude and make our graph bumpy.
So if we pull the paper and turn the wheel consistently, we will have a precise graph. And
Since we don't have our final curve, we don't have to worry about it now, but the last step of all of this is applying the phase shift, which we would move the y-axis 10 inches to the left, and therefore we'd have a phase shift of 10 after we alter everything in our sine curve.